That's rescue greyhounds rather than racing greyhounds, because it doesn't look big enough to be any good for racing greyhounds. And I guess they're given their own bit because they can be a bit skittish. And then there's another section marked for vulnerable, and I guess that's the dogs are a bit nervous. So, morning. It's good that everybody's got their own section of the park. Popular place for runners and walkers, as you can see, and also for cyclists a bit later. Now I think the park run course comes out here and then goes back in the direction we've just come. And just before it goes back up onto the slip road it came down on, it'll pass the 4 kilometre marker. And then it goes back past the 1k marker to that start finish line. I did run it once officially, and I've run and walked around this park many times. I've only done the official park run course once, so I'm not 100% certain about that. One I'd like to go to is called Windsor Precinct. I'll show you that on Saturday. Park runs here start at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a little bit more civilised time, and in winter it's a little bit warmer. Adventure playground on the left, an outdoor gym and toilets on the right there. Going back to the park run for a minute, the Windsor Precinct one that I go to. I go to that one because it's a bit closer to my home for one thing. It also has a smaller crowd, so it's a bit more like Goulburn size. Feels a bit more intimate, if you like. And those bigger park runs, I get a bit, thank you, about the mad crush which you see at the beginning. Yes, you can self-seed in terms of finishing time and so on, and I've never heard of any accidents happening, but it's one of those things that I get a bit weirded out about. And even though I'm often away here for months, when I come back there to the Windsor Precinct, they all remember me and say hello. And there's a couple of people down my street that go there as well. This area we're going past now is called the Enchanted Forest. It's all fenced off here, and I think in there somewhere are some BMX tracks. I see kids in there on their BMX bikes. They've got various mounds, jumps and so on. You see most of this loop around the Churchill Park is quite flat, so except for the bit running up and down the levee and this little rise here, most of the park run course is also quite flat. Thank you. Hello, doggy. So I think that this back there, that little intersection there, is the intersection of the park run course and continue in the direction I just come from. The marker there marks a 2 kilometre marker, I think. I assume they're building more car parking here. The entrance to all those football fields I mentioned. They also have a couple of baseball, softball diamonds here. I guess that's a summer sport. That's a loop around Churchill Park. This is a slip road that the park runners come down. I want to say I think this gate is open on a Saturday morning. When you made up this little bit on top of the levee again, you know you've done your 4 kilometres and you've got that one to go. So I had the legs to get around Churchill Park. I just hope I've got the legs to run back to where I parked the bike. Fogs and mist have all lifted off the river. Beautiful day, clear sky. Back onto the sealed section of the levee track. You hear the dog barking in the background. There's a dog daycare place just down on the right hand side.